We've been cleared for takeoff. We'll be dispelling the degree myth on how you can become a pilot. GMT starts right now. Woo-hoo!
Live, this is Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. Happy Monday. My goodness, as high school seniors across North Texas get ready to graduate, we are celebrating with our Smart Start to Life After High School series. We're going to be highlighting this all week, you guys. Careers outside the traditional college path this morning. And as you just saw, Paige is out and about, and she's getting her aviator on, or aviation on? Aviation. She's getting her aviation on this morning. Also, you guys, bull riding has passed us by, but the rodeo season continues. The American Rodeo Championship is later this week. So we're talking all things fashion hunter, and we're taking it west with some rodeo-inspired looks. So you're going to want to stick around for all of that. I think I forgot to mention my name. I'm Erin Hunter. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Let's get right into it. Let's pop over to the Weather Center, see what's going on outside. Greg Fields, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you, Erin. Yes, it is a very, very warm and muggy morning. Good morning, everyone. If you've been out already, you know it's going to kind of hit you in the face. The air quite heavy this morning. Those winds, they are quite gusty as well. 80 degrees taking you out to Fort Worth right now, but look at those winds gusting to 35 miles per hour already this morning. So we'll have those strong winds. Those low clouds have rolled in. They will be sticking around as well. So we'll have those strong winds, the very warm, humid conditions coming back over to Fair Park in downtown Dallas. Winds not quite as gusty, only 22 miles per hour there, but we will have those strong winds throughout the day with the cloudy skies out there for you right now. So everyone in the upper 70s starting to warm back up. Wasn't cool at all really this morning, but we're back up to 81, getting out to Granbury, Mineral Wells at 80 degrees. Those upper 70s heading out to Greenville and McKinney right now at 78. And those winds today will be quite gusty, up over 35 miles per hour at times as we go through the day, and we'll have those daytime highs right around 90. Now, we can't rule out maybe an isolated thunderstorm, especially out to our west a little bit later on today, north and west of the Metroplex. Coverage is going to be pretty low, especially as you come a little farther east over toward Dallas and Fort Worth. But we do have a weather alert in place for tomorrow. So we'll talk more about the slight chances today. But tomorrow, we are expecting widespread rain and thunderstorms. So we do have that weather alert in place. A few of the storms could be strong, maybe severe, with hail and wind being the main concerns. But we'll get more into the timing and what to expect with that severe weather potential coming up a little bit later in the show. Some brief heavy rain can't be ruled out. So make sure you do stay updated as we go through the rest of tomorrow. And the rest of the week, in fact, we will have at least some chances for some showers and thunderstorms through the end of the week. So more on that as well and a little bit later. But now, Erin, back over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Greg. Kids graduating from high school have many more options available to them in trades that do not require a college education. And to help highlight some of those careers this week is Smart Start Life After High School. And we're showcasing occupations outside of a degree. Paige is actually live in Frisco with a look at a high-flying career, which is really exciting. I see a simulator right there, right behind her. This is going to be exciting indeed. Hello to you, Paige.
Hey, good morning to you and good morning, Texas. We are ready to take off, and the good news is that now all U.S. major airlines no longer require a 4-year bachelor's degree. In fact, they're more interested in your flight hours, your safety, and your health before you take to the skies. Not so much if you have a degree in philosophy or even communications for that matter. I'm excited to introduce you to Riley Burrell. He is going to be my pilot for this flight, and you get to come along. Riley, I am so excited. We are about to take off on aviation. Shall we get started? Yes. Should I alert the crew?
Go ahead, right here.
Right here?
Yes.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Here we go. What's first? Tell me.
All right, so I already have you went ahead and set up for takeoff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and release this parking brake, and you can go full throttle.
All right.
You ready?
I'm getting ready, my friend.
All right, Aviation 1212, you're cleared for takeoff.
All right, here we go. What is so amazing about this is that you really do feel like you are flying. This is kind of a 360 immersive experience inside the cockpit of a plane. This is an actual replica of a certain type of aircraft. Tell us more.
So it's a 1-to-1 full-scale replica of an Airbus A320 cockpit.
Isn't that cool? And here we go. We're going to be taking off, and the timing of everything, it's all almost exactly what you would experience if you were flying a real aircraft. And we happen to be flying from DFW, folks. You can actually go to pretty much any airport in the world 24,000?
24,000 airports all across the world. You can go anywhere in the U.S. You can go to India, Honolulu, Hawaii, Bora Bora, anywhere you can imagine.
That is so cool. And then you're the one that's in the cockpit. You can actually take flight. We have one of these joysticks, or whatever you would call it,
Yes.
that can tell us, and as a matter of fact, we can actually go towards downtown Dallas because we are simulating a flight from DFW Airport.
That's right.
Does that say something? Now, we're not going to crash, are we?
No, I'll make sure of that. I'm your co-pilot. I will be here all throughout your entire experience, making sure you have the best time.
Awesome.
And that we don't crash.
All right, so I can see the skyline, I think. Let me actually, it feels like we're kind of, you can see it in the distance. Is that it in front of us right
I
there?
believe it's behind us, but that is a city pretty close
sorry.
to us.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
known for my direction.
It's all
okay.
right.
I'm moving the flight along, and so far we're not having any major danger
You're
that's
doing
happening.
really good
All
so
right.
far, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you to pitch down just a little bit.
Okay, so pitch down.
Yes.
Just a hair.
There you go. That's great.
All right, can you see that? I am taking the controls, and let's talk about taking the controls because
Sure.
as we were talking about earlier.
Too much.
Oh, too much. Oh,
Too
sorry.
much.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
okay.
Oh, so sorry. So you
Let's go over to that 2.5 take right there.
2.5.
That first take above that horizon.
All right.
There you go.
Am I doing it right?
Yes, that looks great.
Okay. All right. You do not need a 4-year degree to become a pilot.
No.
Tell me about the training requirements.
So there's two kinds of schools. There is a Part 61 school, which is regular training. That is the kind of training where you can go at your own pace. Now, I went to school at a Part 141, which is an accelerated flight school program. And so I went through the entirety of school with only 230 hours paid for. Usually the standard for just your commercial license is 250. And so with that, I got not only my commercial license, but both my instructing licenses to teach you how to fly a plane and how to teach you fly a plane blind, as well as how to fly with 2 engines.
And this is at a fraction of the cost of what a typical 4-year degree would require. So it's exciting to know that there are so many different options that are available that are outside that box that we all think about going to college, getting that degree. It's really how many hours that you have in the air. And
It
as you
is.
can see, we are heading to downtown. I'm going to do my best.
That
We'll
is correct.
probably be flying over WFAA. I can see Reunion Tower in the distance, so you can look up and wave at me in a little while. And so let's also talk about some of the gadgets and gizmos that you have here in the cockpit.
Oh, yeah.
For example, tell me about some of these buttons, and can I push any of them, please?
You may push the buttons, and you may actually see a visible effect in the airplane. Let's take a look. So this is our throttle. When you took off, this is what made us go. This
All
is
right.
what gives fuel and air to the engines. Here we have our flaps.
Okay.
This helps us slow down or take off. So in the event that we're trying to land, we'll go ahead and push this all the way back, and that'll help us slow down for the approach. Here, we also have our MCDU. This is basically the brain of the airplane. This is where we put all of our flight information, where we're taking off from, what routes we're taking, what approaches we're making, and which airport we're going to.
Well, this experience is also great for people who also have a fear of flying, and I want people to get an idea of where we are right now. I just want to make sure we're not crashing.
You're good, you're good. That just tells us we're getting
where
closer.
we are is in Frisco. This is something that anybody can participate in.
yeah.
You don't need any flight experience whatsoever to do this,
No,
correct?
anybody from a 10-year-old kid, younger if you want, to an aviation enthusiast, to a local date night.
All right, and where are we physically located right now?
Physically located is Frisco, Texas, at the Comfort Suites Hotel.
Yeah, so it's basically we're in a hotel room at the Comfort Suites in Frisco where you can have this one-of-a-kind experience, and it doesn't just have to be for 2 people. You can bring several people to your flight experience. You've got different packages that are available for you to come and have this memorable opportunity to be in a flight. And as I mentioned earlier, for people who have fear of flying, this is a great way. You have a 97% success rate if you get to be in the cockpit and flying this plane. This has been really wonderful. All right, we are about to wrap up. I'm going to let our
There you go.
cabin know. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. This has been a lot of fun, Riley.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
All right, no crash landings here as I send it back to you, Aaron.
That voice, you have like a flight voice. Very good, Paige. Thanks so much. My gosh. All right, well, y'all know I love a good fashion moment. And right now, Western style is everywhere. So with the American Rodeo Championship this weekend coming to Globe Life Field, we thought it would be fun to do a little fashion hunter goes west. So Jenna Moore of Teton Ridge is here with what to wear so you can be rodeo chic and cool for the weekend. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Erin. We are so excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you. I love everything Western fashion. So tell me, what things should people be keeping in mind when they're starting to get dressed for this weekend?
What's great about Western fashion is it can go across the board. We can go classic cowboy, cowgirl with a cowboy hat, great boots, all the way to glam and sequins and embroidery and all the great things. So you really have, you know, it's unique to your style and however you want to bring it out. But you will see anything ranging from the glam of fashion with these ladies to your starched jeans, your Western tops with embroidery and embellishments, and turquoise. We always have turquoise.
The turquoise is a must, no matter if you dress up or dress down. Turquoise is something that is needed. We're gonna have a little fashion show this morning, so you can get a few examples of what to wear this weekend. First up is Bailey, and she is rocking that turquoise this morning. Tell me a little bit about what she's wearing.
Absolutely. Bailey is wearing Idlewind and Cheyenne from Boot Barn. You can see she is going classic denim, but you have that sparkle. You have that glam on the shoulders and the back. You have the traditional cowboy boots with the animal print and the black classic felt cowboy hat with all that turquoise. She glammed it up with that jewelry. That is what really elevates it and brings that cowboy to life.
This is so simple yet comfortable, but it's so elevated as well, like you just said. The rhinestones, the jewelry. Accessories are your best friend when it comes
really
to rodeo.
is. That's really what takes it to the next level. And what's really great about this outfit is that on Saturday at the American, it starts at an early afternoon performance, and it goes into the evening. So what's perfect about this outfit is that it's a daytime look, but it definitely, you can take that in to go two-stepping, to go hang out at the honky-tonk afterwards.
Come on now.
It transitions great into the evening.
We're going straight to Billy Bob's. Thanks so much. Let's get a look at our second model. This is Elena. Can you tell me a little bit about what she's wearing? I'm obsessed with these boots.
Absolutely. So Elena brought the color, the bold colors to the cowboy boots, as well as the turquoise accents on the jewelry and the belt. She has the fringe on the bottom of the kimono, the lace, the embroidery. So really a classic look. It's very, boho chic, but it also brings a lot of that Western, that romantic Western flair to the board. So you can kind of see how you can go a little bit more traditional, a little classic Western, and you can also bring in the glam with the sequins, with the fringe, with the suede, and you got that classic cowboy hat to go with it. So we're seeing a lot of bold statements with colors. Miranda Lambert last night on the ACMs had red suede boots on from Idlewind and Boot Barn. So you can go get those exact pair of jeans or those exact pair of boots there. So it's really awesome how it's just Western, really, there's a flair to it, but you can make it your own.
Exactly, like you said. I mean, that last look was so flirty and fun, while also, like you said, paying tribute to those traditional values of Western fashion.
Absolutely.
I want to know a little bit about your outfit, because this is so on par. We love a good jean dress, and the detailing on it is so good as well.
It's very traditional with the denim. That's always cowboy style.
Can always go right with the denim.
We have the silver accents with the collar. We have our traditional cowboy tan suede boots, and then obviously the Resistol American Rodeo contestant hat from last year. It's a special edition, so it's a felt hat. It goes with everything.
It does.
And we brought you a little Western flair today, too.
You guys, take a look at, can we get a little shoe shot of the boots today from
We had
Boot
to make
Barn?
sure.
You guys, look at that. They're so cute,
You're ready.
right? So
ready
good.
to
Can
go.
be worn with jeans, can be worn with multiple different colors, but I think that's the beauty of Boot Barn is it's a one-stop shop. You can pretty much find everything there.
It truly is, and they have such a wide variety of, if you are more on the classic cowboy or cowgirl style, all the way to what you are things that you may see on the runway and that you are seeing in these big fashion magazines that they're taking inspiration from in mainstream fashion.
Yes, indeed. You know what? We're going to hit our own runway this weekend at Globe Life Field. Let's get one last look at our models and tell us where we can shop these looks.
Absolutely. You can shop these looks at Boot Barn. These are primarily Idlewind and Cheyenne, their private label. And rock them this weekend at the American Rodeo Championship weekend, May 22nd and 23rd at Globe Life Field, where the best athletes in the world will be competing for $2 million.
Oh my gosh,
a lot of money up for grabs this weekend.
Yes, indeed. You got to look good while they win some money. Indeed. Jenna, thank you so much for being here.
You got it. Thanks, ladies.
There's a new nature-focused community that just opened up featuring expansive green space and wellness-centered living, and it's just minutes from Celina's historic downtown square. I'm talking about Ramble, Hillwod, and Paige took us there to learn so much more.
It's a beautiful day here in Celina as we celebrate the ribbon cutting of Ramble by Hillwod, a new nature-focused, slow-living community. I'm excited to introduce you to two people. Fred Balda, he is the Hillwod Community President, and also Ryan Tubbs, he is the Mayor of Celina. Welcome to you both and congratulations.
Great to be here, thank you.
Well, Fred, I want to start with you. Why Celina and why now?
You bet. So we've been developing in DFW for nearly 4 decades now. So we're constantly looking at new opportunities and we try to stay in the growth areas of this marketplace. We've been in Celina now for 10 years. So this will be our largest project that we've ever done in Celina and ever done in Collin County. All we're doing is meeting the housing needs as this DFW market continues to grow and expand because of a lot of great jobs, a lot of great population growth, a lot of great household formation. So we're really attending to that demand that is out there right now.
Well, hot off the press, Celina was just ranked the #1 fastest growing community in the nation. How does Ramble by Hillwod fit with your long-term goals for your community?
Yeah, I think our long-term goals inside of the community is to provide a high quality of life for all of our residents that are here now as well as residents of the future. So being able to partner with Hillwod and bring Ramble to Celina, we're very excited for 200 acres of open space, over 4,000 new homes. I think it's going to blend extremely well with what we're trying to build for growth of the future.
So what is it about Ramble by Hillwod that really sets itself apart from other developments that are out there?
Yeah, I think Ramble itself, when you look where we are today, we're in this beautiful new 1418 coffee house. It's the quality that they put in to not only just the homes, but the lifestyle that they bring to all of their residents.
What can someone expect as a prospective home buyer about living in this community?
Like any of our communities, they should expect wonderful, great amenities that they can utilize and also great lifestyle programming that truly energize this amenity package and brings people together. They can count on that. What's a little bit different about Ramble is really threefold. One, it's got scale, so it's 4,200, as the mayor mentioned, 4,200 new homes. So with that scale comes a lot more amenities. Number two, we're really leaning into nature in a pretty significant way. We have 200 acres of open space, but we want the future homeowners to really embrace it, know it, feel it, touch it, learn it, explore it. And to do that, we've hired our first director of nature and wellness. And her name is Ranger Amy. So she is a certified master naturalist. We've never done that before. So we're really excited about what Ranger Amy can do for all of us, which is open our eyes up to this wonderful nature program. And thirdly, our attempt to really embrace the culture of Celina. So we have teamed up with 1418 Coffee House, which will operate this particular space that we're in right now, which, as you mentioned, will open up next month. Really excited about teaming up with David Bryant and his wonderful coffee place. It is amazing, great coffee that our residents and non-residents will be able to enjoy in this program.
So what should prospective home buyers do now to get started?
Well, right now what they can do, our models are open right now. We've got 5 spectacular builders, 9 beautiful model homes, so they can come tour them as we speak right now. And right now we have a bit of a promotion. So everybody that comes through here every weekend through the end of June has the ability of winning a $1,000 prize. You don't have to buy, just come in here, tour the models, and submit your application for that. And we are going to identify that person every week from this point through the end of June, number one. Or they can go ahead and visit our ramblebyhillwod.com website.
Well, this is indeed so exciting. Congratulations again on this exciting ribbon cutting day.
Thank you, very exciting.
Plan your visit to Ramble by Hillwod now. Model homes are open daily, Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sunday from noon to 6 p.m. Learn more at ramblebyhillwod.com. Coming up on GMT, World Cup games are less than a month away. We'll share how Hotel Swexon and the Harwood District are helping bring fans a great experience. And later, we'll take you to BJ's Wholesale Club's newest location right here in North Texas. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss that. GMT will be right back. Preparation is in full effect to welcome visitors from around the world for the World Cup. From where to stay and dine to how to experience the energy of the tournament, planning ahead will be key for both visitors and locals alike. So this morning, I'm joined by Julian Payne from Hotel Celina to share how the hotel and surrounding Harwood District can actually help welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
So
Rise and
glad to
shine.
have you. Rise and shine,
Rise and
indeed.
shine.
The World Cup is coming. Everybody get prepared. It is one of the biggest global events there is. So what does it mean for Dallas businesses like yours to be able to be a part of this international spotlight?
It's amazing. It's exciting. Every day is exciting, but especially now. I think we've got 26 days to go until the World Cup. Hotel Celina is Swiss Texan, yes. So we are international, we're European. And I think the World Cup is all about the world, correct?
Exactly.
So it's coming to Dallas and it's our time to shine and show what we can do. Where the hotel is, it's called the Harwood District. It's about 2 minutes from the American Airlines Center in Uptown. And we've got 22 restaurants in the Harwood District. From Thai to Italian to French to English pub. I've got my English pub there, so it's perfect. So it's really all about the World Cup and coming together. So
My
it's perfect.
goodness. Okay, first, I love that you just taught us this morning what Celina actually means. I just learned something this morning.
There we
That was
go.
pretty cool. But tell me why it's so important for people to start planning those stays, those dining experiences early.
Yeah, it's only 26 days away, correct? So it's just around the corner. But we've got you sorted. Hotels are all about hospitality, correct? So you come to a hotel and it's not just a place to stay, it's a place to live, correct? Whether it's a staycation or a soccer match or a football match, as you say. It's all about experiences and emotions. And so come and stay with us and then we'll take all the stress out. Transport, where to go, everything else out of it.
It sounds like it's very easy. I mean, 22 restaurants right there in the Harwood District. It makes walking very much easy as well.
You know no one walks in Dallas, correct?
No one does.
No one walks in Dallas.
The option's there.
But you could walk in the Harwood District. It's only 2 minutes around the corner. You've got the pubs, the sports bars. If you want to have a lift, we've got 2 hotel cars available. Well, you jump in, we'll take you to the pub, we'll pick you up. It's all taken care of.
Wow. Okay, so you take care of everything pretty much in-house. We don't even need the other apps to make sure we have a good time out in the DFW.
You don't need to. The hotel's got 5 restaurants inside the hotel. We've got 8 bars. If you want to take time out and just chill by the pool, then have a cocktail, go to the pool. It's all good. It's all good.
It sounds like we're never leaving except for the match at the World Cup. It sounds like everything is right there for you, and it's specifically tailored to help you out during the World Cup. Now, for viewers who are watching, they may be hosting guests, planning a staycation, or simply wanting to enjoy the World Cup excitement locally. What would you want them to experience throughout Dallas and throughout the hotel in the Harwood District?
So I think because you've got so many options in the Harwood District, from the English to the sports bar to the Texan restaurant to everything, you can experience that, correct? There's so much to do. You don't need to just stay in the Harwood District or the hotel. If you want to go to Fair Park, it's only 4 miles away. You know, you can jump in a car, go to Fair Park, have a look at that. If you're going to the matches, you know, the stadium's only 20 miles away, correct? So I think you need to decide what you want to do and try everything. Correct?
And that's the whole thing of planning early, right? Especially before everyone gets out here, because Dallas is already congested as it is on a normal day. So I can only imagine in 26 days what it's going to look like. If someone wants to learn more about Hotel Celina or the Harwood District in general, where can they go?
The website, the World of Soccer. Harwood has created this experience around the World Cup called the World of Soccer. But go on to hotelcelina.com and have a look at World of Soccer, and you've got everything listed there. If you get confused, just pick up the phone and call me.
There you go.
Yeah, call me and the team, and we are ready for you, and it's going to be a great time.
It sounds like you guys really provide everything. It's going to be a smooth experience indeed, whether you live here or whether you're coming from out of town. Julian, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Erin. Thanks
we
for
are
having me.
excited, indeed. All right, we'll be right back.
Live, this is Good Morning Texas.
It is going to be a fabulous day today, I think. Honestly, the wind yesterday at my house was a little bit crazy, and then we got a little bit of rain. What's it looking like today?
Yeah, more of that wind
More
out
of
there
that wind,
today.
okay.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
still think it's going to be fabulous, though. You know, I love the rain.
Okay, well, we will have some storms to talk about. Not so much today, but on Tuesday, yeah, around this time, we'll be talking about rain and thunderstorms moving back into North Texas. Cloudy skies taking you on out to the Trend Tower there in Rockwall here this morning. Those winds, they are gusting to 29 miles per hour out there for you right now. And those temperatures, they have been quite warm, still are 79 degrees out there for you right now. So yes, as you look at the day planner, it will be a windy, warm, very humid day. We're going to be in the upper 80s, close to 90 out there today. Slight chance for an isolated thunderstorm or two late this afternoon, heading into the evening, mainly west of Dallas and Fort Worth. Those should weaken as they work their way toward the Metroplex, heading toward midnight. But you see that marginal to slight risk for some hail and wind out there for those. But tomorrow, the widespread rain and thunderstorms associated with that front as it works its way in. So as we head toward midday, those storms should be impacting the Metroplex. That continues through the early mid-afternoon hours as we go through the day on Tuesday. So just be prepared for that. We do have that weather alert in place for tomorrow because of the hail and wind threat that we will have, the widespread rain and thunderstorms. And you see all of North Texas included in that slight risk for severe storms. Not all of us will see severe weather for tomorrow, but again, the rain and storms will be widespread. So we'll keep that coverage at about 70% tomorrow. Drops off a little bit, but then more rain and thunderstorm chances as we head toward Thursday and Friday. Looking at that extended forecast, getting us on into the holiday weekend. We'll see a dip in temperatures by Thursday. Highs only in the upper 70s. And then as we head toward Friday, Saturday, slight chances for some showers and thunderstorms heading toward Memorial Day, and those highs creep back into the mid and maybe some upper 80s there on Monday. All right, Aaron, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. It's time for another Go with the Pros episode. North Texas has already seen a wet and stormy spring, and severe weather can mean trouble for your home, which makes now the time to get ahead of those problems before the temperatures reach those triple digits, and you know that's coming indeed. A number one Air Senior General Manager Marcia Griffin and HVAC Sales General Manager Nick Hartman are here to share how A number one Air helps North Texas homeowners stay ready. The storms are kind of already here. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
So glad to have you here. Marcia, I'm coming to you first. What kind of impact can spring storms actually have on a home that people really do not realize?
I think at minimal, when you hear lightning strikes, it can create a power surge in your home. And in a matter of just a few seconds, you lose all of your electronics, your AC, your heat, your garage door opener, your sprinkler system, your pool pump, all at once. And people just really don't realize that. And with a whole home surge protection, it stops there at the panel and doesn't enter your home.
Yes, indeed. I think a lot of the times we forget just how much electricity is actually connected to in our home. And so when it goes out, we're like, wow, we really have nothing, you know? And so tell me, Nick, what are you seeing in the field? What are some warning signs that homeowners should look for after a storm has happened?
Kind of like Marcia was saying, after the storm happens, you kind of want to look for things that are working erratically, right? So things from can lights to your refrigerator intermittently working, your HVAC system, even pool pumps. Pool pumps, they'll start intermittently working or just completely fail. So you want to look for things that aren't working as they would, and most homeowners can kind of notice that.
Absolutely. Okay, so it's not just electrical. Spring weather can also create plumbing issues as well. And so tell me what that looks like in the home.
So inside the home, you might see like a wet spot or a brown ring on your ceiling. That indicates there's been some water there at some point. Outside of the home, if you have a particular area that has a lot of water that's pooled up, and it typically drains there, then you know you possibly have a leak or some type of backup there.
Right. Okay, so good warning signs to look out for, I think. Let's also talk AC because summer is right around the corner and the triple digits are not gonna go easy on us at all. That tune-up is so important. Tell me why.
Kind of think of it like when you go on a road trip, right, with the family, you want to maintain the car. You want to check tire pressure, rotate tires, oil change, fluid, things of that nature to prevent a breakdown, right? So think of the summer as your road trip and your HVAC system as your car. There are wear and tear items that can fail prematurely. So doing a preventative maintenance will help ensure that you don't break down midsummer.
There you go, because that would be the worst time to break down, indeed.
And it happens that way.
And it does happen. A#1 Air is also giving homeowners a big incentive this season. What is it?
We're doing the new cool giveaway again this year, where one lucky homeowner will win a complete HVAC system installed by us. And you can simply enter by going to a1air.com. Or you can also, during any service visit, we'll register you for the winnings.
Very, very good. I know someone out there is thinking, okay, that is for me. Thank you both for being here this morning and sharing the knowledge that we need, because like we said, summer is coming and we are in the thick of storm season right now, so we appreciate you guys being here. To schedule a summer tune-up, learn more about whole home surge protection, or to enter the Keep Your Cool giveaway, visit a1air.com or call 1-800-NEW-COOL.
Go with the pros, presented by A#1 Air.
BJ's Wholesale Club has expanded into North Texas with a brand new club in Forney. And Paige got to stop by to learn more and find out their plans for additional locations. Take a look.
There is a big buzz that's going around. BJ's Wholesale Clubs are opening locations right here in North Texas. Things have been busy. I'm excited to introduce you to Brianna Keene-Bryant to tell us more. Hi. Good morning. For people who are not familiar with BJ's Wholesale Club, what is it and what's the buzz all about?
Yes, well, I'm so glad you were able to meet me here in the club right now. And the reception has been buzzing. You're right. I mean, we opened our first 4 Texas locations in the DFW area. So we opened in Forney, Waxahachie, Southwest Fort Worth, and Grand Prairie in the past few weeks, and we just couldn't be more excited about the reception in the community. And we really do believe that our unique club model has been really resonating with the families in Texas, which makes it the 22nd state that we've now been open.
All right, so for people who are not familiar with BJ's and are not accustomed to this type of shopping, it's pretty unique. Tell us more about the brand and what sets you apart from other grocers or wholesale clubs.
Absolutely. Well, BJ's Wholesale Club has been around for over 40 years, delivering on that unbeatable value, convenience, and assortment. We help our members save up to 25% off grocery store prices every day. But we really are that one-stop shop. As you can see, we really are that wholesale club where you can get everything that you need, from TVs and electronics, apparel, home decor, seasonal items, you name it. But then you come back here, and this really is our bread and butter, no pun intended, is our fresh department. You can see we have everything from fresh produce. We have a full-service deli, a fresh bakery. We have meats, seafoods, dairy. I got my kids' fruit pouches here, or yogurt pouches, beautiful butter croissants, but I also get half a gallon milk. What really sets us apart is that not everything you see is in bulk, which is amazing for families. So you can get your family size packs, but then we have individual salad kits. We also have 2 own brands. We have Wellesley Farms and Berkeley Jensen that really helps deliver on that unbeatable value, but still delivers incredible quality as well.
You also are a big time saver. Not only do we get value, but as busy moms, you also help us save time. How do you help members shop?
Yes, I personally love that. As a busy mom of 2 little ones, I love that at BJ's you can shop how and when you want. So we have these incredible time savers. Like you said, we can shop in club like we're doing today, online at bjs.com. But then we also have curbside pickup, in-club pickup, express pay. So you can download our BJ's app and scan items as you're shopping, even clip coupons, and then skip the checkout line. But my family's favorite is actually same-day delivery, where you can get your items and your groceries delivered right to your front door in as little as 2 hours.
BJ's also does a lot for the communities where they're located. Tell us about some of the efforts that you're making to serve the community.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for bringing that up. You know, at BJ's Wholesale Club, we are driven by a powerful purpose, taking care of the families who depend on us. And right now that the club doors are open, we actually are giving back on a weekly basis. We've been partnering with Feeding America for over 15 years. And now we give back on a weekly basis to North Texas Food Bank, as well as the Tarrant Area Food Bank, to serve the 4 DFW locations that we are now open. And it just, you know, we feel very proud that we're able to do that and take care of our team members and our members within these communities and those in need.
All right, so how can we be a part of the buzz? How can we become members?
Yes, well, if you're not already a BJ's Wholesale Club member, you can join today. We have tremendous offers going on right now to become a member, including starting at just $20 for a 1-year membership with BJ's Easy Renewal. Plus, those new members can get an additional 10 cents off per gallon at BJ's Gas for the first 6 months. So come check us out. You can either check out one of our 4 clubs in the DFW area now open, or go online to bjs.com/Forney, bjs.com/Waxahachie, bjs.com/Southwest Fort Worth, or bjs.com/Grand Prairie. And we hope to see you in the club.
I'm ready to go shopping. How about you?
Let's go shopping.
I want to go shopping too. You can join the club today. Just go to bjs.com/Forney, and that address is on your screen right there as well. Coming up tomorrow on GMT, we continue our Smart Start Life After High School series by taking a hike with a park ranger to learn more about jobs where Mother Nature is the boss. Plus, take your career journey to the kitchen, how to move from high school to culinary school. And in our Poppin' podcast series, we sit down with basketball legend Nancy Lieberman to chat about her newly launched The Long Game podcast. That's all coming up tomorrow. More GMT, though, right after the break. We are continuing our Stroke Month series by talking about blood pressure, which is the leading controllable risk factor for stroke. Dr. Moise Shafiq, a cardiologist with Medical City Healthcare and a volunteer with the American Stroke Association, joins me with more on why it's important to know your numbers. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so good. Glad to have you. So tell me, why is blood pressure such an important part of the Stroke Month conversation?
Yeah, so, high blood pressure, hypertension is the leading modifiable or controllable risk factor for stroke. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because a lot of times you don't find out until something bad happens. Almost 50% of Americans have high blood pressure, and a lot of them don't even know they have it.
Right. That's scary to hear, but it makes us want to pay attention a little bit more. Tell me, what can we do at home? Can you check your blood pressure at home? What does that look like as far as helping ourselves out?
Yeah, so most definitely, you can definitely check your blood pressure at home. It's very important to do so. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it the right way.
Right.
And so the way to do it is, you want to be seated in a chair with a back. You want to be relaxed. You don't want to be crossing your legs, both feet flat on the floor. Arm needs to be resting at approximately the level of the heart. Okay. Most time arm rests are too low. Desk, table, something like that. Prefer an upper arm cuff, a proper arm cuff. And again, you're not eating a sandwich. No one's making jokes. You're relaxed and hit the button.
And let it happen.
And let it happen, correct.
Nice. Okay, and we can do that. Those are easy tips to make happen at home, I think. And like you said, we can use a desk or a table to actually get the correct numbers. Now, many people assume they would feel something if something was wrong, but what do you tell your patients?
So, no, usually not, and that's the problem. It's called the silent killer. And
For
so
a reason.
A lot of times you're just not going to feel anything until something bad happens. Rarely people will start getting headaches, vision changes, but most times you're not going to feel anything until something happens.
Right. Now, when we do this blood pressure at home, what number should we be looking for?
Yeah, so ideally you want to be less than 120 on the top, the systolic, and less than 80 on the bottom. Those are kind of ideal.
Wow.
It's important. So blood pressure, it's going to fluctuate a little bit, and it's important to check your numbers over time.
Okay, so making sure we're doing it consistently. Are we
Correct.
thinking like once a week or?
Every day. Some of my patients, I have them even do it twice a day so they can monitor. Right?
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're also hearing more about the connection between blood pressure and brain health. What exactly does that look like and what should people know?
Yeah, so there's growing evidence that kind of links high blood pressure to cognitive decline and dementia. So that's why it's important to control your blood pressure now for your future brain health.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so it affects more things than just the body. I think obviously your entire body, but more than just your heart. And so tell me, what's one thing that our viewers can start doing today?
Yeah, so I would just say know your numbers.
Yes.
Okay, so get your blood pressure checked. You can get it checked. You can do it at home. A lot of the local pharmacies, and most definitely your primary care provider can do it.
Yes, indeed. Okay, and just a quick question: if we're seeing those higher numbers, call someone, take a walk. What does that look like?
Yeah, and if you're seeing higher numbers, then you need to contact your primary care provider. Get in, get checked, and if it needs to be treated, get treated.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm sure this conversation is really hitting the target for someone at home, and we're just glad to get the knowledge out there. And today's Stroke Month education is a part of the Together to End Stroke initiative, a partnership between the American Stroke Association and HCA Healthcare Foundation, locally medical City Healthcare. You can learn more at stroke.org/stroke month. It is my favorite time of morning. It's time for some GMT, and if you ain't got the tea, then you must not be watching me, so let's spill it this morning. Splitsville is apparently here, you guys. Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt have decided to go their separate ways 5 months after welcoming their daughter. The former Saturday Night Live star and model first went public with their relationship back in March of 2025. A source confirmed the split to People last week, explaining that Davidson and Hewitt are, quote, working on things and want one another to succeed and be happy. There have been points where they've split and have gotten back together, but this time seems different, end quote. This is hard because you can love someone, but once you bring a baby into a situation, everyone thinks it's going to make the love grow. But in actuality, it's a test for the love, for the relationship. And so if you don't have a good foundation, most tend to fail. Not everyone, but most do. Back in December, the pair actually welcomed Scotty Rose Hewitt Davidson, and they both have publicly gushed about each other to multiple media outlets about how great they are as parents and how they make a good team. So I'm sure moving forward, they will prioritize a healthy co-parenting relationship, or at least so I thought. Now, this morning when I checked social media, I saw that Elsie posted, and she was basically like, since the breakup, she has been mothering on her own. She has not received any help, and so don't know what that looks like for them moving forward. I think it's also hard when you publicly criticize your fellow parent or your fellow spouse or your fellow partner, because once you publicly criticize, now we're all in it, and now you got me up here talking about it on GMT, and now you guys have to fix it in private. And so that is where the hardship tends to come in, especially with these celebrity couples bringing in children before marriage. I'm just saying, maybe we should think it out a little bit farther. A child is a way bigger commitment than walking down the aisle. I'm just saying, I hope they do figure out the situation, and I do hope that Pete leans in, because I think Pete is a good dad, but also I'm not the one who had the baby, so she knows all. So I'm hoping that they can figure it out and they can get a good co-parenting strategy set and ready to go for them so they can move forward for little Scotty. Now, switching gears, I want to talk about Drake, because Drake dropped not one, not two, but 3 albums on Friday, releasing Iceman as expected at midnight, but it came with Maid of Honor and Habibti, and I think that's how you pronounce it. Honestly, don't get on me if I pronounced it wrong. Tell me a little bit in the comments and on Instagram if I did. Drake announced that the trio of projects would drop simultaneously as his Iceman Episode 4 live stream finished. Now, revealing the album titles was a part of that episode, and the message saying, quote, all 3 albums dropping at midnight from the biggest sound, end quote. He then unveiled the album cover images with individual posts on Instagram. Collectively, the 3 records have a total of 43 songs and feature guest appearances from Future and 21 Savage. I think Sexy Red is on like 2 songs. He loves her, let me just say. Quindressa, Molly Santana, Central C, Popcan, Party Next Door, Low Shimmy, Iconic Savvy, and Stunna Sandy can all be found on all 3 of these albums. You heard how long that list was, right? That's how I feel about him putting out 3 albums. It's just a lot. It's been a long road to Iceman for Drake, who has been teasing this project as early as 2024. It has to do with the connection to Val Kilmer's character, nicknamed Iceman in Top Gun. But then he actually started talking about the album actually coming in July of 2025. That's when those YouTube episodes start coming out, and that's when he started giving us a few songs from each album. And so I do think, I'm happy to see that Drake is bouncing back from all the drama over the last 2 years with Kendrick Lamar. I myself am not an album girl. I am a what's the most popular song on the album type of girl. But if you have listened to it, let me know what your thoughts are. Like I said, I think 3 albums are too much. Why are we not working smarter instead of harder? If you have 3 albums, post 1 and then wait 6 months and post another one and wait 6 months and post another one. And then I would be laying out on a beach while all my music was being released. But it's Drake, so I guess listen to all 43 songs when you have time. There's your take. We'll be right back.
Wardrobe for our hosts is sponsored by Dillard's at North Park Center.
I would just like to clarify that everybody in the studio agreed with me that 3 Drake albums at one time is very much too much. If you guys, seriously, let me know the most popular songs. What do you guys think is your favorite one so that I don't have to go through all three because I just can't do it. All right, if you missed anything from today's show, remember you can always rewatch GMT on your own time on the free-to-download WFA Plus streaming app for your TV and also for your smartphone as well. You can watch entire shows that you may have missed, you guys, under that news tab. And if you want more Good Morning Texas, just go to YouTube, type in GMT or Good Morning Texas all the way out, and we'll pop up, and all those segments that you see on the show will be broken out so you can get all the things that you need. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a happy Monday, you guys, and have a good morning, Texas. See you later.